Okay, we have um, description of the final examination, and here you can find two parts of our exam. Let's increase. First part is the practice part. You will get some reference image, and during the final examination you should model this simple character. You There is no need to create some textures, rigging, or animation, just modeling. And here you need to create organic modeling with all body parts should be connected, and you can use your knowledge from this course and model the whole character body with some details. Maybe some characters don't have details, and also I can show you some reference example reference. um, And here is some example of reference of the character. There are very simple, uh, without any hard details. There is no humans. It's just cartoon characters, and you should create only modeling for this character and keep the topology is good without any mistakes. Five or more angles, and just model the shape, and the character should be the same as reference. Reference will be randomly selected for you during the final exam, and some of these characters really simple, some of them just a little bit hard, and it will be all random, and we don't know which character who will model one of this character, and some of these characters will be on the exam, some of them will not be. All reference will be unique. There is no same characters for the students. We have 55 students, I guess, and we will get 55 images of the character randomly. And this is the first part of our exam. And the second part, when you finish with your character, you will defend your project also. You will show your result of the modeling from the first part, and the second, you will show your pre-made project with your character. And let's talk about this showcasing of the project. You should record the video with your character by using Unity or screen recorder, And your character should be represents well with the lighting, with environment around, with all animations inside, and also we can open our guidelines and steps for the character. For the character project, we have requirements. First, you should create another animation with your character. It can be dance or some attack. It depends on your character personality. And it costs 10 points. Uh, and collect all of your animations. For example, we have already done idle animation, walk cycle animation. You will create by yourself a third animation and collect all of these animations with your character and put inside your presentation in the Unity. You can include all of these three animations and showcase this inside environment of charter. We can also see examples of final examination from the last year, and in Teams there will be two parts of the exam. Uh, Practice work, you will also submit your practice work when you finish inside the Teams, and also we will have some task for exam project where you can submit your project video inside of Teams, and also you can defense from your computer or you can defense from Teams. It depends on the situation maybe, but you should submit the second part of the exam, the project, before examination. On the examination, it should be done, and it only depends on our final examination. You should made it before your final exam. Practice we are going to make on the final exam, but project should be done before. Okay, we can see examples how it can be look like. You can also put some music, make some edit. It depends on your perception or maybe creativity. But the minimum it's needed, you need to add the third animation, include all of your animations, and put in the environment and apply some shaders, textures inside of all objects in the scene. Okay, and what else we have? We have a lot of materials. In Unity, you also can animate some camera movement and record the video. Someone make just some animation. If you don't have a lot of time, you can submit only certain animation. It will be 10 points, for example. If you miss some parts of criteria, you can earn less points instead of you do all of these tasks. Uh, and according to criteria, there was just 10 points. She made only just attack animation and enough. Some of them make some cut with real video of this character, and after combine with his work. It's not his work, it's just lore of his character, but his character, I guess, here. He also don't have time, enough time for environment creation and showcase just third animation. Okay. Yes, sure. Third animation, I mean, you should create. This is our first animation idol. Third animation, put all of your animation with character inside of the Unity. Make some environment. Environment you can download from other sites, for example, from Unity assets or maybe from the Sketchfab or Fab. And for example, is this environment is just like background for your character, and as you see from the works, they put some city and put the character inside of the city and record all of this animation with the camera. After the environment, it's like final presentation. For example, how your video will look like. For example, you put environment, you put all animations, lights, shaders, and textures. If somehow you will miss some lighting, or your character will not have some all of these textures, or shader will be not good looking. This final 5 points is just overall presentation, for example. If your work looks really good, you will get full 5 points. If you missed something, for example, final, how it calls, final look is not good enough, you will miss just little points from this part. Uh, Maybe 30 seconds. Uh, you should record all of these animations, for example, or only third animation, and it should be enough to present your character, for example, how it looks, how it final looks. It can be minimum 30 seconds, maximum 1 minute and half, something like this. Uh, Unity is a powerful engine for real-time rendering, and that's why you can record even 5 minutes of your character, showcase this character from another side and around, make some camera movement, as you see, and it's just you can just screen record with the play mode and enough. You don't need render all of these sequence. That's why you can create um, the video, the length of the video how you want, for example. But you should use the minimum to present your work, for example. It should be enough to understand how the third animation moves, see environments, see your character, and that's why maybe 30 seconds will be the less minimum, I think. Uh, it's it will be enough for the length. There is no criteria. It should looks really good, and animation it should be really good. It's just enough, I think. For example, if you record a really long video, for example, for the 5 minutes, it should difficult to watch and like advertisement. Advertisement just 30 seconds and maximum 1 minute, and it's enough to not bothering people, for example, and for example, if you have a really long video, it should be some dynamics and interesting. But if it not be so interesting, it's just instead of increasing the quality, it can be minus, for example, for the full length, I think. That's why the length is not a criteria because we look. This is your final presentation of the character, and character should be the main person in this video. And if you want to show something, you can include this in the video. And you should think about this work like presenting your character in the really powerful side of this character and describe the character personality, for example, with the animations and with the environment. Mhm. Yes, you can explain it on the fence. Final Defense, and or you can include some lore in presentation how it was made with this. For example, you can include some supported materials and description of your character. You can include whatever you want, and it's needed to understand your work correctly, maybe, as you say. Here's another good work I want to show you. And also she have a short version and long version. And is the short version only maybe 30 seconds. Uh, okay, where you can find Unity? Unity is free for use, and you can go to official website of the Unity 3D, and here you can find some personal plan. You should go to this site and create account for this personal use. Choose personal use and where you can download these files. You can download here. First, it should be downloaded Unity Hub. Then in Unity Hub, you can choose Unity version, and you should download this Unity version and start project. Unity Hub downloaded from this site. I can share you with the link. странно. Okay, and next in the Unity Hub, when you download this, you can open it and choose the version whatever you want. It doesn't matter for this task because we only need to put all of our assets and models inside of this Unity, and you should sign in into the Unity Hub. And after that, in the Unity Hub, we have some project list, and in the installs, you can choose the version which is already available versions from the Unity. You can choose first one and go to installs. You can select this and install editor. Not here. It's my installed version, sorry. You can go to installs, install editor, and choose other versions and select this one, first one. This is the last stable version of the Unity. This one is just new. It's with another interface, with the new features, and not stable, I guess. You should took other version and took some of three these versions. When you click install, you can select what you need inside of the Unity. You should unclick some platforms. It doesn't need it for this case of the project. Only just Virtual Studio. If you don't have on the computer, you can. If even this one, it doesn't need it for this project. And also, there is no needed to install documentation because we will not go into use this one. Only Unity and maybe without even Microsoft Visual Studio. I think Microsoft Visual Studio by default on your computer, I think. No, you can check inside your Windows. I already have this one, and maybe I can avoid this installation. And you can install Unity is going to download, and there is some progress of downloading and installing. Unity do it by yourself, and if you have stable internet connection, it is going to install well. If you already have some Unity and you took classes from ERVR or Unity in university, you can use your version and create some project. After you install your Unity, you can create new project. And here is some templates for the Unity. You can go to the old template and maybe you can choose 3D built-in render pipeline. This is the simple project setup for presentation your character. Here is the name of the project, and here is the location of the project. You can choose the location where you have enough memory on the disk and keep your Unity projects into the one folder. Maybe some organization, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to connect to Unity Cloud. It's not needed. Just project name, location, unselect connect to Unity Cloud and create project. First start of the project took a long of time. To open this project, it may be it takes maybe 5 minutes or less. It depends on your computer. You should wait when setup of this project finished and Unity opens. And also, if we don't have enough time, I can share with you uh, the previous lectures steps for character creation. And you can start from this. Sorry. First, second, and the last one. You can use previous year recordings to set up your character also. While Unity is opening, we can download our environment from the some sites. I oftenly use some Sketchfab, but Sketchfab becomes migrated to the new platform, which is called Fab. You can also use this Fab for downloading some assets. You should also sign in and download some assets for this uh, for the project. And here you can find assets exactly for the Unity, and you can go to the search and called environment. And here you can find some environments, and you can select some free and here you can find some interesting locations and use some of these in your project, which is suitable for your character. Maybe you can use this one or another one. If you use some Unity preset, here you can find terrain, which is only for Unity. In the Maya, it's not understanding, it's just for Unity. If you find some models, it also can be used in other 3D programs such as Maya or Blender. Here's a lot of locations. And in the Sketchfab, you also can sign in and use free assets. Here we can find some environment too. And select downloadable from this filter. And there is more environments, uh, more interesting environments and suitable for your characters, for example. You can select whatever you want, maybe sci-fi environment and some interesting locations, some cities, and use in your project. Maybe this location is also was used in previous year. You can select location and you should download this location, and we are going to use this location inside of the Unity. I think this is interesting location. We can download this one. When you sign in, you can download locations. Unity understands FBX file. If it's Blender, you should install Blender and uh, export from the Blender to FBX format. If you don't have Blender, you should find some FBX locations. Uh, yes, you don't need to model environment for the final project. You can download it from maybe from the fab, from the Sketchfab, from the Unity Asset Store. In the Unity Asset Store, we have also a lot of assets useful for this occasion. For example, here we have also 3D, and we can find location here. Here is environments, props. You can use also interiors, but don't buy these assets. Try to find free assets, and you shouldn't spend a lot of money on this task. You can use free versions, and also here we have free assets. And by using the free assets, we can also maybe take some interior or exterior situation, and it's needed for the character presentation, like a background. Low poly city. It should be suited for your character. For example, if your character have realistic textures, you should find some realistic environment too. Maybe we can drag, or maybe city. I think this one is also good. Colonial city. If you use Unity Asset Store to your work, you can put it into My Assets, accept, and into the Unity inside. We have go to the window Asset Store, and here we have also asset store inside of Unity, and also you can go and find it here, search online, or open package manager. When you put selected model to My Assets, you can find it in the open Unity. You can find it in the package manager inside. Here is in the package manager, we have My Assets. And now these assets appear here. Here is the Colonial City Little Park. When you open it inside site, open in Unity, and here is appear in the package manager, and you can download it inside the Unity. Mhm. If you find necessary assets in the Sketchfab, for example, you should also um, sign in to this Sketchfab and download it uh, FBX file. Only FBX file will be understood by Unity, uh, and we can use also this one in the Unity and try to understand how we can export these assets into Unity. First, let's continue importing Colonial City Little Park. We can press import, and now these assets importing into the scene. You can select models, you can select all, and import. And inside of the Unity, we have some project folder. In this project folder, we have all of these 3D models, what we going to use in our scene. You should drag and drop or import these models into the Unity. And here is in the project window, we have assets and we have scenes. This sample scene is by default opens in the Unity. And this colonial city we just downloaded from the Unity store. And if we go inside of this colonial city, we have materials, we have models, we have prefabs. Prefabs is like a pre-made components with the textures assigned. And also we have some scene here. We can open this scene and go to the scenes. And when it's downloaded, we have already installed environment. If you use Unity Asset Store, it means all of these models can be already with textures, shaders, and here you can find pre-made scenes with all of these assets. If you want, you can move some assets, delete, and use. Some of them will have only models, and you should drag and drop models by yourself. Some of them already have some pre-set up scenes, and you should go and find what you have, what you downloaded. Here we have some scene. We can continue work with this scene, or maybe we can create new scene, basic built-in, and create. And we can also save this scene. We can go to the scenes and save like character. And here we are going to try to import the second environment from the Sketchfab. If you download from other sites, you have some zip folder. You should uh, you should unzip this file before use in Unity. And also you can drag and drop this FBX environment and also textures. There is a lot of textures inside of, and you should drag and drop inside of your Unity project. Into the project you can create folder, or maybe you can drag and drop downloaded folder with the bridge environment. And here is just importing. And also, when you finish with your character and your animations, you also can export your character in the FBX format and just drag and drop into this folder too, and put this character inside of the scene. Here we have some textures, source, bridge, environment. When you select the model in the project, in the inspector, you can go to settings and find what we have. We have some scale factor. If your model is really small, you can increase this scale factor, for example, to the 10 or 100. And here we have materials. We have extract materials here into the source, and all of these materials will be extracted. And here is a lot of materials. I hope the textures will be assigned on these materials. After you finish, you can go and drag and drop this model inside of the scene. And here you can find some of these materials will be assigned, some of them will not, and we should check and assign textures for the materials. It's a really difficult and boring process. For example, if some materials don't have description, it should be difficult to understand where we should put materials on the models. But you can do it. And here we have a lot of textures type. For example, when you download, when you export your character from the Substance Painter, you also export all of these type of materials. For example, normal map, roughness, specular. And here is in Unity, you can use these maps in the shader. It means if you set up these shaders well, you will earn also these 5 points. These 5 points is just for set up your scene in the Unity. Set up your character, set up shaders, set up textures, and environment also should be included in your presentation. And now we are going to create this setup. Wrote normal map. In the normal maps, we can press fix, and this material can be fixed automatically. Into the metalness, we can use maybe roughness or specular. And also we can change the shader to Autodesk Interactive. And this Autodesk Interactive can be more realistic shader. For example, if we change to the standard material, now you can see it's just rendering not so good. And if you change it to Autodesk Interactive, it can be more natural, more smooth, and with the using of Autodesk Interactive, you can set up your shaders well, and your final look will be more accurate, maybe. And here we also have roughness, and put the roughness inside of the roughness. Or maybe for the metallic we can now use some roughness. Or maybe we just use the roughness instead of the metallic. You can experiment with these shaders and use what we have also. We have base, color, normal, and roughness. Okay. And one by one you can use this bridge top material, marble. Branches base color. If you use some transparent textures with alpha, you can switch, you can use standard, but instead of the opaque, you can use some fade material. With the fade or transparent, if your materials have some alpha inside or PNG material, uh, it can be rendered uh, correctly. And here we have some cliffs. In cliffs we have also base color, normal, fixed normal, and roughness. And maybe we can also switch to Autodesk Interactive. And here you can one by one set your environment. When you finish with the environment, you can put the character inside of your scene. And also we should prepare our character and export your model, export your textures, export animations. For example, I have two animations in different files, and I'm going to show you how to use different file and collect two animations together. And also don't forget to save your scene by the Ctrl S. Here we have, in the projects, we have all of these assets. Into the scene, we just put whatever you want. For example, you can collect different 3D models and in the scene use some of them. And also in the Unity, instead of the Maya, we have a copy of these projects, of these models inside of the Unity project in the assets. But Maya collects only reference for the textures. If you move texture somewhere, it disappears in the scene. But here in the Unity, when you drag and drop into the project, it's collect like a package. And all of these textures and 3D models inside of this Unity project in asset folder. О, окей, у меня my license file is crashed. While I'm specifying the license server, I can share with you some links for the environment. Don't what? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Uh, I also sent you Unity folder, this one, where you can download the Unity Hub. You asked link, yes? This one. And also for the asset store, I can share exactly this colonial city where you can find this model. Now it's work. Well, let's continue export our character into the Unity. Мгм. Да, там, получается, я в самом начале показывала примеры моделей, какие попадутся на Final. То есть будет ни одного повторяющегося персонажа, и номера референсов вам выпадут на Final рандомно. То есть в нашем файле добавим колоночку экзамен, и где рандомно прям распределим номера. Вот примерные работы, какие могут попасться. То есть их много. Они все, в принципе, невысоко детализированные. Но здесь главное, чтобы вы хорошо сделали топологию, то есть получается, чтобы персонажики, чтобы рука не входила, а была цельная с телом, например. А? Да. Только модель. Да. Нет, не обязательно. Только модель. Без текстур, без риггинга, без анимаций. То есть первое, что мы делаем, это мы моделируем. Как только вы заканчиваете, вы показываете свою модельку, какую сделали, и проект, который сделали. В Teams загружаете обе части. Заранее экзаменационный проект запись экрана с Unity. И как только закончили, в графу Practice Work, то, что вы смоделировали. Но позже мы создадим в Teams вот эти задания. Да. У нас будет две группы, получается. Final делится. А, ну, всегда успевали. Мы будем же с Даной, надеюсь, вдвоем. По идее, как только вы закончили, when you finish your modeling task, you can go to the defense. Maybe if you finished during 2 hours, you can go to the defense. And we have two groups into our auditory where you get practice. For example, if you don't have Maya, you can use the computers inside of the auditory. That's why we have two groups inside of this auditory, because we have to keep our computers and maybe notebooks where we have Maya. And before exam, just check your Maya. Does it well work? Maybe check your space on the computer. Prepare your laptop for the final examination. And don't forget maybe some chargers, mouses. Bring all you want to the final. Final is like open book. You can't cheat because you will get this reference randomly. Even we don't know which character you will get. And that's why we don't have any maybe proctors, we don't have any internet connections avoids maybe. You can use whatever you want, just do it by yourself and that's done. And also for the project, you should create it before the final and you should submit it before the final into the Teams. And if we don't have any time for defense, we can check your work from the Teams maybe later after exam. It depends on how it going on the final. If we have time, you will get marks immediately. If we don't have time, we will get some time for check your works and put some marks. Maybe you can describe how you done, what was difficult, and maybe it depends on the situation. Okay, let's open our last work with the character and let's export this character into the Unity. Let's select file. My file is already clean. Here we have only our character and the animations. That's why I can export all in the FBX format. Name it idle because we have here idle animation. And the second file will be with our walk cycle animation. And also walk cycle animation, we should clean the file. We don't need any reference, we don't need any plane. And also export all and name it character walk cycle. And we should put inside our assets and create maybe folder for the character. And into this folder, we can collect all of our textures, animations, and files inside of this folder. Where is my desktop? Here we have some FBX. I have troubles with my textures. That's why I'm not going to show you how to use character textures inside of the Unity, but you can make it the same as I made it for the road, for example. The same you should make for your character. And here we have our character. You can check if your character is really small instead of your environment. You can go and to the character and increase the scale factor maybe by the 3 and apply. And your character becomes bigger. Перчатка потерялась. Maybe something wrong with my character. And eyes go away. And also you can put the character on the environment. And here is when we select this character in the project, we have inspector. When we select the character into the scene, our inspector changes, and here we have transforms or any other components like materials and other stuff. Ah, I understand what's going on. We just imported, but this animation will not work. Because we have controllers and we animate controllers in the Maya. And the main step, I forgot, let's open idle animation. Um, you should bake your animation into the bones. Here we have controllers and we animate only controllers. We should select all of our controllers and bake this animation to the bones. And you should save as another file and name it baked because we don't change this baked animation then you should keep this file with these key positions separately and only use another copy of this file for the bake. And here is our copy for the bake. And let's select all of these controllers. We select on the timeline every frames for the animations. And let's check. Our first position can be our last position. And now we can bake these selected animations. Let's go to the maybe animation K and bake simulation. Yes, when you're ready, click bake. And all of these changes will record it on our reference characters. I hope this works. When it bakes, when you select, we have all of these keyframes. Uh, and, oh, sorry. Uh, Now we can export all and replace. Let's delete these characters and see what happens. Now let's check. There is no animation, sorry. Let's maybe let's select all our joints and click bake. Now it should work. Export all, select idle, replace, and also my eyes is broken in the Unity, and let's check where we have eyes. This eyes I should put maybe in the head. With the middle mouse button, let's move this eyes in the head. Because these controllers will not appear in the Unity, and that's why we should bake and change the position of the eyes and export. Yes, let's delete this one, and again from our desktop we can put this character idle into our asset. Now let's select this, and now animation is done. Here we have animation, but some glove is, and now we have eyes in the better position. Now we have eyes, we have body, and we have when you want to animation appears in the Unity, you should add component animation controller. You should write animation controller, motor controller. Okay, let's create animator controller. In our assets, we have new animator controller, and now we can put this animator controller inside of a character. And into the animator, we have new animator controller. When we open this animator controller, we need to put this idle animation. When we check our character in the inspector, here we have some take one, and it means from 0 to 130 20 frames we have this animation, and here we have some preview of this animation little, and now we have take one. We can rename this take one to the idle and apply. And we can find this idle animation in our components here. And when we drag and drop with the middle mouse button into the animator controller, it constrains with this animation. And when we click play in the scene, this animation now appear on this character. It means we connect the animations with the body. If you don't use animator controller, your character will still in when you press play in the Unity. You should create controller for this animation. And by using this controller, we can use two different animations one by one. I will show you now how it how it will be done. Let's hold on. The first play of this stance means the Unity calculate everything in the scene and prepare for this simulation. And here in the scene we have this animation. This character moves but without any loop cycle. And also in Unity we have main camera. Where we have main camera, it means where we look with this main camera in the game, this will appear. And we can put this camera whenever you want. And also we can animate this camera in the Unity. For the camera animation, we also can add component animator, create a new controller for this animator, and create animation for this camera. We can open inside of the Unity a new window which is called animation. Find animation, select camera, create animation clip for the camera. You can put it inside of the assets and hit record, move camera position. Here is the preview of this camera, and like in the Maya, you can move this camera, you can change the position on the timeline and move your camera slightly around the character. And by using this method, you can create animation for this camera. For example, something like this. Okay, we have this camera movement. We can preview it. And also we can increase the time maybe. Let's scale it a little bit. Let this camera move slowly. Okay, it's just a preview how you can work with the camera. When you finish, you can disable this recording. And now in the camera, we have animator for the main camera. We can open it and it can constrained automatically with the camera which we recorded now. And when we play, now this main camera can be animated. Now it moves and our character is moves also. And let's add some more animation for our character. For example, if you want to use the second animation, you can also prepare the second animation. Let's bake our walk cycle animation. Let's delete not necessary. Let's save this as baked. And let's select with a shift and press on the this plus button. We can select all the joints in the hierarchy and click bake. Now it's baked, and we can also don't forget about the eyes. We should remove these eyes into the joints, not the controllers. And let's export all and save as a walk cycle and bakes. And let's change this walk cycle here. Let's delete one and replace with a new one. Let's just drag and drop a new file with animation, and from this file we need only this take of the walk cycle. Here we have walk cycle. In the Maya, in the Unity, it's infinite loop. Let's call it walk and apply. And in the animator controller, let's select our animator for the character where we have idle, and we can collect the second animation in this animator controller. Let's go to the walk and put inside here. And from the idle, let's with the right mouse button make transitions. And here we have when we press play in the animator, let's go to the animator. In the animator, it should be played first our idle, the second our walk. And we can in animator make some more maybe. For example, we can duplicate, we can add the third animation after walk, for example, and make some cycle inside of this animation. Make some with the transitions. You can plan your scenario for animations. For example, for the games, this idle should be have some loop. When you have some loop, you can't apply the second animation because this idle will loop into one cycle. But if you want to use many animations, you can use this loop by transitions, and these animations will loop together into the animation cycle. And also our camera is looped, and for the camera we maybe can change. When we select camera, we can set loop time or not loop. If we deselect this loop time for the camera, it means it's just moved and still on the end. And now these our two animations is looped together. For example, I want to add some more walk here, or maybe I can go to the character and again put this walk here. And we can delete some transitions, make some more transitions. For example, and now here we have some two idols. And for example, we have more longer idle position, and after we will have some cycle of the walk cycles. For example, here is the idle, and then this character will be only walk until we stop the animation, until we stop the game simulation. And now with the animator controller, you can plan your, for example, scenario for the character presentation. You can animate the camera. You can use different clips for the idle. For example, here I have, for the character, I have two files, character idle and character walk. But in the scene, I only have one character, but we have the same character in the both files with the animation, with the same setup, with the same topology, and that's why we just can use in the animator controller animation file from the different files, and it works only for the same character. If you don't have the same character, this animation maybe can be represent for another character. And that's why we can create animations in different files and use them whatever we want in the animator controller in the Unity. That's why we are going to use Unity for the character presentation, because the Unity is quite powerful for representing some 3D models with the animations. And here is the Unity. We have also lighting system with a directional light. We have shaders. We can put environments. We can create camera movement. And when you finished, you can only maybe screen record this area, or maybe you can screen record. Okay. Oh, sorry. I think we've done for today, and you should create more accurate instead of me, and also put the shaders and textures for the character, and clean everything. And also you can watch previous year tutorials for that setup.